Hi guys, it's Emily from Australian Frugal Living here, back with another video for you all. This video is from when we were in isolation before we went to the hospital and all the drama with baby, and I just forgot to record an intro for it, so you get me now. Don't forget, if you like this kind of content, to like, comment and subscribe. Click the little notification bell to be notified when I post new videos, and let me know below what else you want to see from me. This is going to be a kind of a hybrid video, grocery haul, and then I cooked dinner and did some meal prep stuff, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so I don't have the receipt yet because my girlfriend went and picked this up for me, and she's going to send me a photo and send me the change later. But for right now, we got 10 jellos for 99 cents. The kids have already taken 3, but there they are, wonderful. A bag of 3 chickens for $12. There you go. Don't know what I'm making. I have no plan because I'm sick. So I'm just going to shove these on trays, cook that up with some pumpkin and some onion and some potatoes. And that's going to be dinner tonight. And at least I'll have some meat for the next couple of nights and work out what the hell I'm doing from there. And I can make a Woolworths delivery once I know. We have a dozen caged eggs. We have 2 lots of 500 gram strawberry mix, which were $1.99 at the fruit shop. So I grabbed 2 of those. We've got some green apples. They were in a bag, so you couldn't really see these marks, but that's okay. They'll be gone this afternoon with the kids. And there are 7 there. We got some mandarins, which were 99 cents a kilo as well. There's probably 2-3 kilos here. And then the butternut pumpkins were 9 cents a kilo. 9 cents, not 9 cents a kilo. So we're going to do chicken, pumpkin, potato, and onion. Hubby's not a fan of pumpkin. He thinks it's pig food, but the baby and the kids and I will eat that, and I can also make a pumpkin soup. So there you go. That should be around the $23, $24 mark, depending on the exact weights of the fruit and veggies. So let's take you through, I'll show you now what we're going to do with it all. Alright, so dinner tonight is going to be those roast chickens and roast veg with some winter veg. I've thrown them all in a tray just with some baking paper. Later on in the video, you'll see me decide this wasn't the best idea, and I butterflied one of them and stuck it on its own tray to cook faster because this was about 5:30, 6 o'clock, and we were running a bit late for dinner. So I ended up cutting up the entire pumpkin. I kept some pumpkin already sliced up and some sweet potato already sliced up in a container in the fridge, just to make life a little bit easier for me tomorrow since we're all sick. And I also did a couple of potatoes, sweet potato that I found in the bottom of the fruit and veg drawer, and just did those with some onion, some oil, salt and pepper, nothing fancy. I finally got some kitchen scissors, and these were $2.99 in Aldi. Super happy with them, and they made butterflying this chicken super easy. I just turned it over until I found the backbone, cut the backbone out and cut the tendon there and spread the chicken out so it's flat. That way it is getting heat from above and below. I put a warming, cooling rack on a tray and put my chicken on that to get some good airflow underneath it and to get a really nice roasted chicken skin without, having to muck around. So just a tiny little bit of oil all over that with some roast chicken rub. It's really just salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, and I think there's a little turmeric in this blend as well. So you can just add that. I have this super quick, easy, and it tastes really good. I'm also adding a little extra white pepper and salt because that's what we like. And now I'm back to chopping those vegetables. I've made room on the tray that I'm doing the other 2 chickens with. This means that these vegetables will be nice and crispy on top, but they'll also be extra flavorful because all of those chicken juices are going to come off of those other 2 birds, and they're going to soak into all of the veggies around them. I'll take those chicken juices, the bones, the skin from these chickens, and I will turn them into a stock later in the video. You guys have seen me do that a million times, a nice bone broth. And then all of the chicken from these 2 chickens will be shredded up, and that's going to go into meals the rest of the week. I did 2 fried rices, a chicken and gravy sandwiches, and a couple other just simple, easy things. Remember, we are sick at the moment with COVID, so it's all about quick and easy and wholesome food. And this is another really great way to save some money. I mean, there's a reason that the Sunday roast was a thing. Now, these scraps you can throw into your chicken stock to add more flavor, more nutrients, all of that goodness. I have a veggie garden started at the moment, so these are just going to go get buried straight in the garden, and they'll eventually compost down, feed the worms, and become more veggies in the future. So don't worry about that. Nothing really goes to waste here. We use even the skins. I'm just going to throw this in with a little bit of salt, pepper, and oil on these vegetables. I would have liked some garlic powder, but I am pretty sure I am out. And then you're going to see this all roasted up, and this is going to be our dinner tonight. I did end up stealing a chicken leg from one of the chickens just because the kids were fighting over who got the legs, so this way they both got legs and wings, and hubby and I had a leg and a breast. So nice, quick and easy. All right, so there's our butterfly chicken gravy. We've got our other 2 chickens here with the roast vegetables. And then I also put on some Bell Farms winter veg, and that's going to be our dinner. So I'm going to carve everything up and put that on plates now. All right, so we got Miss Fives here. She doesn't eat a lot of meat at nighttime. Veggies, meat, a little bit of gravy on the side for her to try. Mr. Eights has got a bit more than a quarter of a chicken. Veggies, a little bit of gravy on the side. Mine, I've got 2 chicken legs here. Veggies, gravy, and vegetables. Same for hubby. And then Mr. 10-month-old or 9-month-old has a piece of chicken breast that I've just cut up with some kitchen scissors, some of the veggies, some roast veggies, and then a little gravy to play with as well. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me what I feed the baby, and he eats the same as us pretty much, with some purees that we keep in the bag just for convenience. All right, so now I have dinner done, and I've washed up the plates and stuff from dinner. I'm going to shred the meat off of those chickens that you saw, and I'm going to throw the bones in a pot and make chicken stock with them. You guys have seen me do that 100 times, so I'm not going to really go into that in detail. I've got the Thermomix on in the background making Jaffa hot chocolate for after dinner. And I also cut up the rest of those sweet potato and pumpkin that I had, and they're in a container in the fridge, which can be for tomorrow night's dinner, or I can cook for the baby for his lunch, just so that I'm not trying to store half a pumpkin, half a sweet potato. I'm using it up and making sure things are getting eaten and eaten properly and quickly. So now I'm going to go and do that, and I'll be back and show you. Alright, so that's basically 1.5 chickens all carved up. I have the bones in here with 2 tablespoons of garlic and an onion chopped up. I'm going to add some hot water to that, and I'm going to bag up this chicken into this container here. I like to leave the juices all in here while I'm splitting up the chicken to keep it moist, and then when I put it away, I'll tip all of the juices into my stock base. So I'll come back. So I ended up with about 1 3/4 of a Tupperware container of my shredded chicken. I'm going to put some lids on these and pop them into the fridge now, and then I'm going to leave that stock on to cook for the next 3 or 4 hours before I go to bed. Alright, I just set up a bowl in a strainer. I could have strained this again. I could have boiled this for longer, added more water. I could have strained it all out and then added more water and boiled it again for more. but we're just doing quick, easy, simple tonight, and this is basically free. And I know I got the good stuff out because it's set up like jelly, because all of the collagen and gelatin from the bones was released into my broth, which is when you know you've got a really good, healthy, nutrient-dense broth. So was super happy with that. I ended up using one of these in a chicken risotto I made for myself a couple of nights later, and the other one is in my freezer frozen for future chicken stock needs. If you are just throwing out your carcasses, like, this is so easy and it really adds a ton of flavor and it costs you nothing. And there you go. I have 2 lots of homemade chicken stock done. I could boil those bones again and get another load, but I can't be bothered, and this will do. This cost me basically nothing, the cost of an onion and a couple of tablespoons of garlic, some salt and pepper, and the leftover bones, skin and fat. So yeah, I did these in 500 gram or 500 mil lots. I could have done more, added more water, let it boil for longer for more flavor, and gotten more. But I figured this will be enough, one for the fridge to go in a risotto or something with that shredded chicken this week, and then one for the freezer for a future meal. So there's a lot of flavor in these, and they add just a ton of easy flavor that you can, and that costs you nothing. So they're a real budget saver. So there we go. Now I have some stock and I have some chicken prepped for the week, and I will keep doing that every night, prepping new things, using up things, and that is how we keep our costs so low.